Alright guys, here she is. Oh my gosh. What's up guys, the RC Syndicate here, back with another video. And today, in my hand, I have my new Gspeed V3 chassis. Let's check it out together. So this is not my first time running this particular chassis. I actually have that in my class 1-ish, sitting right there. This one right here, I simply bought just the frame rails. But I gotta tell you, the difference that it made going from a standard, this didn't even have a C-channel chassis when I started modifying it. I actually went to a carbon twin rail design, and that helped out tremendously. But going to this particular Gspeed chassis brought the center of gravity down so much, made this rig so much more stable. And on our hard body, I didn't realize it because this is my first time going into the hard body game. The amount of this that you have to worry about and weight up top is huge. So having that particular chassis and running on this rig helped out tremendously. Before I even open up this box, let me go ahead and recommend Gspeed chassis all freaking day. And that was just the frame rails that did this. Just the frame rails. In this box, we have a kit. Let's go and get into it. Alright, with my class 1-ish out of the way, enough hogging all the spotlight, let's go and get into this box. Again, I had to open it because it's taped pretty freaking well. Not sure if it shows up there. We do have Gspeed chassis right there. Ooh, and there she is with the goodness. Man, shout out real quick. Let me shout out to Hardcore RC. This particular rig that's going to be built is actually going to be having their links very, very soon. So shout out to Hardcore RC. Man, just with the work that I've seen come from them, and I can't wait to get their product because I know it's going to be good. But just the work that I've seen them produce and stuff, and the quality, I know it's going to be great, and I can't freaking wait. So when you get it, you do get 10% off. So make sure you guys check that out. When you guys order from them, of course, we do get some Gspeed swagger, right? We got a little bit of a card here. Again, awesome. Of course, gotta get some Dickles. Everybody loves Dickles. And there you go, some Gspeed Dickles. But let's go with the actual star of this particular, the stars of this kit. So before I open it all together, right, you can see we actually have the frame rails right here, and I'm going to show you a comparison very, very soon from a stock frame rail design to this. You got frame rails here. We have our sliders. I do have our skid. So this skid I'm having with the for standard 3 gear, because that's what I normally run, standard 3 gears. We got hardware for the links, because the way it sits in is a little bit specific, so it does come with some hardware for your lower links. And then we have our Panhard Mount right here, which is going to be super critical, because on this one, since I ordered the frame rails by themselves and that's all I ordered, I had to do a little bit of modifying to get that to work. And when I say modify, I had to modify the Panhard Mount on this thing. Had I just would have bought a kit like they sell, I could have avoided all this. But you know, that's how it works, right? Learn from my mistakes, and that's why we make these videos, right? To show you guys what to do and what not to do. In my case, more often, what not to do. So all my comp rigs are all based off the Axial SCX-10-2. So what you're gonna get typically is, here you go, Axial frame rails. This is what you got. You got your twin C-channel, and that's the curvature you're working with right here. Let's work with one foot now. That's what you're working for. Here's your rear, here's your front. You can see everything is very much relatively on the same plane right here. So when you look at it, you're gonna have about this much of your shock towers. You're gonna have the same thing in your rear, and then really right here being your lowest point with your skid, you're gonna have quite a substantial amount of overhang right there. And this is gonna be your motor and your transmission and other items. So although it's great and it's cool right off the box, and trust me, it works great for a trail rig, when it comes to competition, that's not really what you want. So here is a cheap alternative. Here's an improvement but until you really step up to Gspeed, you're just playing around. So here's the cheap alternative to that particular frame rail, and you can see here, I'll grab one for you. Basically what you're looking at is just a carbon fiber version of this particular frame rail. You go from a C-channel design to basically a twin rail right here, just a flat rail. You know, when it comes to some of your classes and stuff, you know, this definitely works. You'll definitely be able to hit circuit and pass tech with this, and it's good, you know. But you still you get the weight reduction for sure, but it still has the same overall geometry. So what did you do? Well, essentially you just remove some weight, which is great and that's ideal, but you still have quite a substantial amount of overhang. Here's a stock skid, and you can see that transmission motor is still going to be about that high. So again, this is a cool alternative, but you're just playing around here. If you want some performance, just step it up to an LCG chassis. And quite frankly, I can attest, Gspeed has been absolutely amazing with their products. Let's open up that and show you what it really means to step it up in performance. Boom, and here it is right here. This is both of the frame rails together. You do have a left and right side, just because there's a slot right here for the Panhard mount. You got your front, you got your rear, but you can already see, if you go ahead and have both your frame rails, you know, level right there, you have an angle skid, multiple mounting points for your lower links, infinite adjustment for your upper links. I mean, you have so many ways to set it up. But I just want to show you just what this looks like in regards to a stock one. So I'm gonna do the best I can to kind of show you guys here. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, we're gonna use the bottom portion and kind of line that up as best as I can. From here you can see in relation how much lower the belly is from where you're going to be mounting all your suspension, and that's where your LCG comes from. It brings all that weight so much lower down, and it gives you just a better approach angle and a breakover angle with your skid instead of being flat. Class 1 requires you to run a flat skid, so this is definitely a class 2, class 3. However, if you're just going to crawl and not really worry about circuits so much, this is the way to go, guys. Just hands freaking down. Look at it. I mean, I'm even going to show you the carbon fiber one that I got. This is a cheap carbon fiber, and look at this. Dude, you can just tell right off the bat that Gspeed is just quality compared to this. And that's what I'm saying. You know, this is stock. This is reducing some weight. It got the job done. But we're just playing around here. You want to step it up to performance, this is what you got to get. Oh, but it doesn't stop there. Let's go and talk about the skid one time real quick. So here's a particular skid, and you can see as best you can. I'm going to try my best to show you guys. So you have a little bit of a taper right here for a good breakover angle, both front and rear, and nice and smooth. Not all this hung up part right here. And if you guys have ever crawled and you ever seen your belly kind of drag on a rock, all these little edges and little hard spots right here, guaranteed to get bound up with some rocks. This right here, nice and smooth, very narrow compared to what that one is. You can see how it's a lot narrower, and this is just designed to get up and over the rocks, quick breakover angle, nice and smooth, and up and over. Not getting stuck, not getting high centered. This is the way to go. Now let's talk about your sliders. Look at these things. It's so awesome. Shaped to match the actual angle of your chassis. Huge right there. Look at that. That just flows so well. And if you really notice it, this I'm gonna flip it over this way. This is the front and rear. You can see where you're just gonna go up and over, completely done with the obstacle, and just moving on to the next one. Look how smooth this is. I just gotta, man, really emphasize, guys, this is for performance. I just want to show you real quick. This is what you get off of XCX 10.2. Look at this thing. And now you see, ain't no joke, I went here and actually shaved all these ridges right here just to make them as smooth as possible. You know, I've done that, you know, to try to get the most we can out of the stock platform, but it's just not a performance made part like this is. And you can definitely see the overall width, which is huge. You can run a narrower body, which is awesome, you know, to be able to get around these rocks. You can see very, very small compared to what you got there, but also wide enough to mount electronics. And that's what you want, you know, enough to be able to mount your hardware or mount your electronics without making it super bulky and adding weight or adding any kind of hangover spots. This is huge right there. Definitely great quality. I can't wait to get this thing installed. Now, last but not least is this Panhard mount. Look at this thing. Now, again, like I had mentioned, this guy right here, I simply brought the frame rails because I was trying to understand what LCG meant. And then also, hey guys, you know, things cost money. If you can't take the full plunge in it, I totally understand. Hell, I didn't take the full plunge. I went in it tiptoes first and then realized, wow, this thing is a whole game changer. And I realized that Gspeed was definitely the company that I needed to work with to get me to the next level. So I ended up modifying that Panhard mount. This kit comes with a Panhard mount, and I definitely say, like I said, get with the kit. It has everything you need. It has your sliders, it has your skid, of course your rails, and your Panhard mount. And this right here is going to be huge because this will help you where you don't have to modify your old one. You don't have to cut some stuff. This is made for the kit and made to work all together very, very nicely. I don't have it yet. Kind of a quick disclaimer, I don't have it yet, but I would definitely also recommend, and I'll definitely come back and I'll show you guys when I get this part. They make an actual chassis mount servo mount that actually has your servo from sitting vertical actually sitting horizontal, so it'll actually run kind of parallel with your rails. That right there helps you remove this long battery tray. And I'm actually going to pop the lid on this thing. You know what? I'll tell you one better. Let's go and get these parts slammed on my class 3 and I'll show you guys real quick. Alright guys, here she is. Oh my gosh, just sitting on this rig. And this is my class 3. Also, a few things I hit on was this Panhard mount and also that chassis mounted servo mount. So this is that Panhard mount that you get with Gspeed. Again, great quality, but you can still see that I still have to utilize the old battery tray and also this old servo mount right here. If you go ahead and buy that mount from Gspeed, you can remove all that and actually make this a whole lot cleaner, especially when you start going to a forward mounted motor and start having actually like a divorce transfer case for way more performance. You can see this is none of that. So just things to consider. The reason why I also say go with that kit, I'm going to show you that modification I had to do on my other rig. You can kind of see I'm doing the best I can. This is actually the stock mount because it actually would have the shock tower brace on it. That has been cut and modified, but it is not keyed in. It does not fit as well as this class 3 does. I can tell you that 100% because I beat the living hell out of this thing, and that is rock solid. This one right here feels the need to get loose all the freaking time, so don't waste your time modifying that stock one. Guys, get that kit, or you know, if you're not going to buy the kit, you're just going to buy the rails first or whatever have you. This definitely has to be something you got to include for sure. And you can see awesome sliders up and over. You can see, just look at that, just look at the clearance. I mean, that's just huge right there, and I just couldn't be happier with what I have here in this particular rig. Gspeed, man, has made an awesome product and has definitely changed the game when it comes to my rigs for sure. And there you have it, guys. My class 1-ish sitting next to my class 3. Just crazy looking stance. Couldn't be happier. Shout out to Gspeed, man, just for their awesome products. Great customer support. And you know, when I needed them to help me out because there's a bit of a situation there, They rose to the occasion. Again, nothing free. This is not sponsored. None of that shit. I paid for everything, but they'll know, and they were able to take care of what needed to be taken care of, and it's freaking solid. You guys have seen this rig run and perform. It's done flawlessly. It's done a hell of a lot better, and she'll scare the crap out of some Class 3 rigs. She is definitely not a sleeper. This thing right now, with that new chassis on it, just look at the stance. I mean, she's just going to be one hell of a contender, and I can't wait to get this thing on the rocks. Guys, if you like what you see, I appreciate it. If this is something that you would like to continue to see, and you really enjoy the content, consider hitting that subscribe button. And until then, you guys stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.